Well, we talked about this before the break. A little bit of a shakeup in the Heisman race. Manziel struggling against LSU. Yeah. Bryce Petty getting eaten by the turf monster. That was just brutal. And Mariota coming up short against Arizona. The field's a little bit more wide open now. And obviously, too, taking into account that Jameis Winston's status is in flux. So, Doug, who jumps into the mix in your mind?
You know, a guy that's on the outside of Andre Williams is the guy we talk about. I love him to death. But my guy would be Kadeem Kerry. He's a guy that's flown under the radar. He missed the opening game this year, got suspended, had a huge year last year, had another monster year this weekend. Monster year this year, had a big game this past weekend versus Oregon, 48 carries, 206 yards, four touchdowns. Yep. Went off. I mean, you want to see a statement game. That's his statement game, and that's a huge win for the program. Kadeem Kerry was huge. He'd be my guy to sneak in as that fifth guy to get in there.
Rich Rod system.
Oh,
Steve Slayton, of course. You get it back on. You can get out there in the Rich Rod system.
Noel Divine, yeah.
You'll be just fine. I will take my guy, Andre Williams. Jump on my bandwagon here. Good. I've been saying it all year. He has been fantastic for Boston College. He has done everything for a team that was bad last year. He's been the offense, over 2,000 yards, 6.5 yards per carry, 16 touchdowns, 263 yards against your Terps. I think they all came in like 5 minutes at the very end. He has been fantastic all season long.
He hasn't caught one pass all year. He hasn't caught one ball all year.
Backs,
well,
yes.
You don't necessarily have to be a receiver out of the backfield
yes, you
to be
do.
an effective running back.
Yeah,
well, apparently
like
you
that
don't because he's rushed for 2,000 yards and he's propelled his team for the last 4 wins. I still, for the life of me, do not know why we're not talking about Jordan Lynch. If you're talking about somebody who is solely responsible for his team's success, he set the FBS single-game rushing record for a quarterback.
He's playing against high school guys.
Whoa, go contrary, mon frere.
Don't crush the Mac.
Don't diss the Mac, baby. Hold on now.
Crushing Mac.
Hold on now.
He's playing against the dregs of the. He's playing
his level of competition is what's hurting him. He's highly successful, and without him, that team wouldn't even be on the map. But same thing with David Carr. Derek Carr. Derek Carr. Same thing, Carr.
Had my
and
Davey O'Brien ballot this weekend. I had to vote for 3 finalists. I put Carr and Lynch in there.
I put
those two in there.
Should be.
I put Winston in for the moment.
Let's talk about the 800-pound gorilla in the room, A.J. McCarron, who you'd never want to say somebody would win an award like this by default. His stats are certainly worthy. His career is certainly worthy. At this point, based on the circumstances we're looking at, not knowing what's going to happen in Winston, where does A.J. McCarron
We were just talking about this in my office. We were saying, okay, who is right now the first-team All-SEC quarterback? He was arguing Aaron Murray, no argument here. I was saying Johnny Manziel. Zach Mettenberger is the best pro prospect of the group.
Sure.
McCarron's not even like the top 10 players on his own team. You know, he's got a great career. Career doesn't matter in terms of the Heisman. It's happened. Who is the signature guy? Who is the best player this year? It's not A.J. McCarron. He's just kind of a guy. However, if he comes back with a big comeback win against Auburn, all of a sudden this kind of changes. But at the moment, who else is there in this race?
When you're looking at an Iron Bowl of epic proportions,
they're going to blow him out, by the way.
That if McCarron has a good game, I think that would certainly put him in
defense. If the Winston situation is not going on, we're not having this discussion.
No.
If Jameis Winston runs away with it, Johnny Manziel's a distant number 2. So now the Winston situation pops up. We're looking for somebody else. It's not a lifetime achievement award. We talked about that this morning.
Sure.
It's not a career achievement. It's about what you did this season. And the fact that he's being talked about over a Williams or a Kadeem Kerry, they're having better seasons. They may not have better college careers. But I love A.J. McCarron, but I really think you could plug somebody else at that quarterback position. Tell them don't throw it that much.
It's the Ken Dorsey argument.
Yes.
It's the David Green argument. It's the Jay Barker argument.
He's a winner. He's a winner.
Gino Torretta
he's a great
argument.
leader, but he's not a phenomenal quarterback. And I would feel like we got robbed.
He's not the
A.J.
signature
McCarron
player of the
won
2013 season. That's when I vote. Who's the guy of the regular season?
You know what? I can't help but wonder if the A.J. McCarrons of the world and the Aaron Murrays of the world, if they had more effusive personalities, if the conversation would be different. Because the two of them statistically have put up phenomenal numbers, but they're very fly under the radar guys compared to a Mettenberger, to a Manziel, to a Winston.
Oh, McCarron's numbers have never been phenomenal. His whole college career, he just wins. He just wins. He doesn't turn it over, and he throws enough touchdowns to make it look good on the stat line. But he never has eye-popping numbers. He's never been that
The
guy.
Alabama people's argument has been, yeah, he's a comeback winner. Yeah, against LSU last year. This year he's been okay. He had one nice performance against Texas A&M, but no, he's not. It's the offensive line. It's the defense.
Yeah, if he wins, it's by default. You got 2 running backs. Look at who his running backs have been. He's got Yeldon and Drake now. He had Ingram. I mean, he's put every one of his running backs.
Best offensive line in college football, best defense in college football.
Look at the team he's on.
Who else
on the best team? He's on the best team in the past 15, 20 years.
I just find it amazing that we don't place any emphasis on winning when you're 36-2 or when you win 23 straight like Ohio State, but when your team's not losing, everybody's all up in arms.